We almost at 10K subscribers, so let's hit that subscribe button. And let's get into this video today. Today we are talking about the situation you in right now. So you might not like the situation you in right now, bro, but you have to understand that this is what you pray for. You pray to be in whatever situation you in right now. It may not seem like that because you focusing on everything that's going wrong. You focusing on the L's you taking. You focusing on losing in life. But you got to stay positive, bro. You got to keep your head up. You got to stay focused on the things that are going right, because the things that are going right are the things that you pray for. See, whatever it is that you ask God for, whatever it is that you wake up every single day and you pray for, is the things that are going on in your life, are the things that are going to get taken away from your life. See, you looking at these things as a horrible thing. You looking at these things as a negative thing, when in reality, these are the things that you don't want in your life. These are the things that you don't want in your life that are going to make you better if you sacrifice them. See, if you want something better in your life, you have to sacrifice something of equal value. You can't hold on to things and expect to get something greater in your life. You have to understand that before it gets better, it is going to get worse. So keep your head up and keep pushing and keep grinding towards that person that you want to be. Because if you give up, you will never get to that end destination, and you will never get to the things that you pray for. You got to understand that you are in a way better situation than what you were last week. You are in a better situation than what you were last year. So if you can do that, if you can get out of the situations that you never thought you was going to get out of, how do you think you're going to get out of this situation? You're going to get out of this situation by doing what you did last time. By continuing to grind, by continuing to doing the things that you need to do. That's what it comes down to. Are you going to continue to grind? Are you going to continue to put in the work? Because it's normal to feel depressed. It's normal to go through the things you're going through. It's normal to not feel like doing it. But you got to do it anyway. You got to do it anyway for the results. You got to do it anyway to be in a better situation than what you're in right now. See, you can either want it or you don't. It's really that simple. Do you want to be in a better situation? Or do you want to live the same life every single day, complaining? Talking about how you wish you were in a better situation. See, you're the only person that can make that happen. And nothing can change in your life until you do. So you can sit here and be depressed. You can sit here and be mad. You can sit here and be angry at the world. But what is that going to do for you? Is that going to put you in a better situation? Is that going to get you to your goals? Is that going to change your life? That's what you got to realize. What is it going to take for you to change your life? What are you going to do to change your life? Because it's opportunities every single day. It's opportunities to change your life. You got to look at it like that, bro. You looking at these things as something that's negative, when in reality, it could be something that motivates you. It could be something that motivates you to get to that next level each and every single day. See, something bad just happened in my life, bro. My car got towed, and it was $500 to get that shit out. I didn't have it. What does that tell me? That tells me I need to continue going hard. I need to continue going hard so that never happens again. You need to continue going hard so whatever it is that you don't want to happen never happens again, so you can walk in that store and get whatever it is that you want to get. So you can buy whatever it is that you want to buy. Because the worst feeling you could possibly have is not being able to do the things that you want to do with your life. See, you are exactly in the situation that you need to be to learn your lesson, to go through whatever it is that you need to go through to make yourself great. Because there's certain things that you gotta go through before you can get to that next level. There's certain things that you have to sacrifice before you can get to that next level. And you gotta let all these things push you past your limits. You have to let all these things make you do something that you've never done before. You might be going to hella job interviews. You might be going to hella jobs and you getting fired left and right, back to back, back to back. You feel like a fuck up. You feel like a loser. You feel like nothing is going to work out in your favor. What have you done that's moved you forward? What have you done that got you out of that situation that you were in last year? Because there's always more ways to make money. There's always more ways to get out of the situation that you're in right now. But if you're looking at one way, if you're only focusing on one way out, then there's only going to be one way out. But in reality, there's only one way out. And that one way out is the grind. That one way out is to never be in the situation that you're in again. See, you've been in this situation plenty of times and you still haven't learned your lesson. That's why you keep going through it. That's why you keep feeling stuck. That's why you're in the same spot. Because you haven't used these things as motivation. If you use these things as motivation, you tell yourself, I'm never gonna be broke again. I'm never gonna put myself in this situation again. I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta become a different person. Because if you become a different person, you never go back. You change exactly who you are to be in a situation that you want to be in. You change your situation, you change your life, you change your mindset, you change your life. See, your thought process is in the same way of thinking of last year. You ain't got no new goals, you ain't got no new ambitions, and you don't have any motivation to actually change your life. See, life is not going to change for you, bro, until you think it's going to change for you. You are going to stay stuck. You are going to stay stagnant until you find a way to keep moving forward, until you find a way to gain some type of motion in your life. Motion is not going to come to you, bro. Motion is not going to come to you unless you make it come to you. It's a saying, man, if you divided all the money equally around the whole entire world, it will eventually get back into the same pockets. Because you only have a certain amount of hustlers in the world. You only have a certain amount of people that are going to get it no matter what. Are you going to be that outlier? Are you going to be that person that's going to get to it no matter what? Everybody's not doing it. Everybody's not hustling. Everybody's not motivated. Are you going to be that person that's motivated? Are you going to be that person that's motivated when you're unmotivated? Are you going to be that person that's comfortable in the uncomfortable situations in life? Because that's what it's going to take for you to get out of the situation. That's what it's going to take for you to get better in life. Don't focus on losing. Don't focus on failing. You got to focus on winning no matter what. You have to focus on getting to the goals. What is your goals this year? How much money are you trying to make? Are you trying to get a new house? Are you trying to get a new car? Are you trying to actually change your situation, bro? Because it's all on you to make this happen. It's all on you to actually change your life, and you got to do the things that work. See, what works for me is posting YouTube videos. What works for me is posting videos every single day. See, I'm not going to see the results on day one. I'm not going to see the results that I want. But eventually I am if I continue to grind, if I continue to show up for myself. If you continue to show up for yourself, you are going to be in the situation that you want to be in. It's a saying. $1 a day, another day, another dollar. See, that sounds like a little bit, but every time you stacking that shit, it's going to grow. Every time you stacking the days, it's going to grow. Every time you stacking the weeks, it's going to grow. But if you're not depositing no checks, nothing is going to increase in your balance. If you're not doing something different, nothing is going to increase in your balance. You got to do something different to get to a different result. I didn't know what this shit was going to turn into when I started YouTube, but I knew it was a way out. I knew it was a destination. I knew it was a way to chase my dreams. See, you got to find a way to chase your dreams, whether you're broke, whether you're depressed, whether you're tired, whether you don't want to do it. You got to continue doing the things that you want to do with your life. And sometimes you're going to be put in situations that's going to force you to chase your dreams. See, you can't have one foot in and then one foot out. It's either you want to chase your dreams and you want to become a different person and you want to follow that person and you want to become that person, or you want to be the person that you was. See, doing the shit that you used to do is being the person that you was. Doing the shit that you want to do is becoming the person that you always wanted to be. You got to choose that each and every single day. Do I want to be right here or do I want to be right here? Do I want to be up here or do I want to be down here? See, I want to be up here. I want $100,000. I want $100 million. I want $100 billion. I don't want to be in the same spot for the rest of my life. I don't want to make the same money for the rest of my life. I don't want to drive the same car for the rest of my life. I want to be in a better situation. You can be dead broke. You can be in a situation that you don't want to be in, but you got to see that finish line, bro. And you got to know that you can get there. You got to know that it's possible. You got to know that what you're doing is not cutting it. You got to hold yourself accountable, and you have to look at your situation and saying, this is sad. This don't feel right. You got to wake up every single day and say, I'm greater. I'm destined for more. I can do way more than what I'm doing right now. I'm showing that I'm a loser right now. Am I a loser or am I a winner? Am I gonna go get it, or I'm gonna stay in the same spot? It is up to you. You gotta look at your situation and say, this gotta motivate me. This gotta motivate me to get me in a better situation. This gotta motivate me to get me out of whatever it is that I'm going through. Because you can either go through these things for the rest of your life, or you can become a winner, or you can become a savage, or you can become a beast, or you can tell yourself this is never going to happen again. Never broke again, bro. You wanna be broke again? You wanna go through these things again? Or do you want to make money? Do you want to move your mom out the hood? Do you want to move yourself out the hood, bro? Bro, it's not fun living in the hood. It's not fun doing the things that you don't want to do, bro. But sometimes you got to go through it. Sometimes you have to do it. You got to lose. You got to go through the things that you want to go through, that you don't want to go through, bro. And sometimes you just got to put your head down and grind and say, I'm not going out today. I'm not doing that BS today. I'm not going to the parties today. I'm focused. I'm focused on where I want to be. I'm focused on the grind. I'm focusing on doing the things I need to do to get out of this situation. Not everybody needs to know your situation. Not everybody needs to know your certain circumstances in life. But you have to know that. You have to know where you want to be. You have to know what it is you want to do with your life. Because if you focus on that and you're putting in the work each and every single day, it is inevitable for you to get there, bro. It is going to happen at a snap of your fingers. You just waiting on the day. You just waiting on the day to change your life, bro. Every single day you put in the work. So you can't wait for nothing to come to you and sit. You can't wait for nothing to come to you and expect something to change, bro. You gotta meet that shit halfway. See, nothing can help you. The universe cannot help you if you're not willing to get up and make something shake. If you're not willing to make something happen in your life. You gotta stand tall. You gotta stand tall when you're going through whatever it is you're going through. Because that situation is not gonna last forever. That situation is going to mold you into the person that you need to be. That situation is going to get you out of that situation. That's how you gotta look at it, bro. That situation is gonna mold your mindset. That situation is going to mold you into a man that you need to be, into a woman that you need to be. You ain't focused. That's why you getting put in these uncomfortable situations. That's why you keep getting tested. See, when you up top, bro, and everything's going good and you comfortable, bro, that's when you keep failing. That's when you feel like you gotta kick your feet up and you ain't really gotta do too much. That's why you getting tested right now, bro. You getting tested to see how hard you can really go to get to your goals. How hard are you willing to go to get to your goals? How hard are you willing to go to actually change your life? Because talking about the things you want to achieve is cool, but actually doing it is a whole different feeling, bro. Not having to do the things that you've always had to do is a different feeling. Telling your brother you ain't gotta share the same clothes is a different feeling. Telling your brother you ain't gotta wear the same shoes, that's a different feeling, bro. We ain't gotta do this shit no more, we rich. We ain't gotta do this shit more, we got money. You gonna laugh at all the things that you used to do. You gonna laugh at all the situations that you used to be in. Because now you're in a whole different situation. But never feel like you too good to put in the work. Because how else are you going to get there? See, a lot of y'all don't realize that you feel like you too good to put in the work because you feel like somebody's watching you. See, at the end of the day, somebody's always going to be watching you. But are you going to let that stop you get in the way of where you need to get to? It's tunnel vision, it's locked in, it's focusing on where you want to get to and not focusing on everybody else. See, you focusing on everybody else is taking away from the bigger picture. You focusing on everybody else is taking away from what you need to do to get to that next level in life. See, sometimes you gotta crawl your way to the finish line. Sometimes you gotta walk your way to the finish line. And sometimes you're gonna have to run your way to the finish line. It's levels to this shit. It's levels to what you need to do to get to where you need to be. But you focusing on people laughing at you. You focusing on people doubting you. You focusing on people having something to say about your situation. At the end of the day, I don't care. I don't care about being broke because I'm not going to be broke for the rest of my life. I don't care about catching a bus because I'm not going to catch the bus for the rest of my life. I don't care about walking because I'm not going to be walking for the rest of my life. That's how you got to look at your situation. You got to know that visualization is everything. Manifestation is everything. If you're not even willing to see yourself in a better situation, how you gonna get there? If you're not even willing to manifest a better situation, how you gonna get there, bro? See, you manifest a better situation by putting in the work and thinking about a better situation each and every single day. You gotta ignore the situation you in right now. You gotta ignore the things that you're going through that you don't want to go through to get to the things that you want to go through. But you have to understand that the grind is never going to stop. The grind is always going to be there. The grind is always going to be there, bro. So you can ignore the grind or you can ignore the situation you in right now. But you got to understand, the more you ignore the grind, is the longer it is going to take for you to get to the end destination. It's the longer it's going to take for you to actually change your life. You can't care about looking stupid. You can't care about failing. You can't care about looking crazy. You just got to do it. You got to do it, bro, because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's going to move you forward. That's the only thing that's going to move you forward to your goals. It might seem crazy talking to this camera right now. It might seem crazy talking to this phone right now. But I know when I upload this video, y'all going to see it. I know when I upload this video, it's going to get me closer to my goals, bro. So in the moment, it might seem crazy. In the moment, you might not know what you're doing. But eventually, everybody's going to say, bro, he's been grinding for a minute. And I was laughing at him. I was counting him out. I was doubting him, but he kept going. He kept chasing after his dreams. And I was wrong about him. I was wrong about that little nigga because he actually chasing after his dreams. He actually making it happen. See, you can either do that. You can either prove everybody wrong. You can either come back. You can either make this comeback personal, or everybody's going to be right about you, bro. You're going to look up in the next 5, you're going to look up in the next 10 years and be in the exact situation you was in today. That's going to be a sad story, bro. That's why you got to do exactly what it is you need to do. And you got to continue to pray. You got to continue to grind. You got to continue to do the things that you need to do. Become a savage. Become a savage and lose the feelings that you have towards the things that is going wrong in your life, bro. At the end of the day, you got to take that shit to the chin. You got to smile through the pain. You got to smile through the things that you don't want to go through. Because you got to understand that when you do that, a better situation is going to come. The light is going to come. You're going to become in a better situation than what you're in right now. But shit, it's all about what you want to happen. What do you want to happen in your life? What do you want to become? Do you want to become what it is you are right now, or do you want to chase greater? Do you want to become greater? That's what it comes down to, and that's what it boils down to, bro. Because every single day you put in the work, you become better. Every time you put in the work, you get closer to where it is you want to be. And you got to know, bro, you got to be able to do this shit no matter what. You got to be able to do this shit 24/7. Because it's 24 hours in a day. How many hours are you going to work on your craft? How many hours are you going to work on getting better? Because the shit that you don't want to go through got to motivate you to push. The shit that you don't want to go through got to motivate you to get to that next level in life. This is a video for y'all today, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and we out. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. We almost at 10,000. And make sure y'all comment too, because I'll be reading all of them comments, man.